Let's this will be the last topic here. So that's the thing I've been thinking about with this starship. I'm like, ever since like listening to The Martian, I'm like, why the fuck are we putting people this? Why are we gonna send people to space in Starship? Like, yeah, I get it, it's big and all, but like, I just don't think that's the best option. And after watching the Scott Manley nuclear engines one, I'm like, okay, let's build like an Artemis type, not Artemis. What was the name? What was the Mars mission? Ares. Let's build an air. I guess that was the mission. What was the name of the ship?
Hermes.
Yeah, let's build a Hermes type thing, but with nuclear engines. The only thing is that I was watching.
Fission type engines?
What?
Is that a thing?
What?
Is that a thing?
What?
Nuclear engines?
You watched a video by Scott Manley on it.
Yeah, but like, we've already tested it?
Yeah.
You've already made one?
Yeah, where have you been? He was literally in the video. He said, yeah, we built them back in the 60s. You don't remember that part?
No.
Okay. He was like, yeah, no, we built them back in the 60s. And then...
Sure, that was the same video?
Yeah. He said we built them in the 60s, test articles anyways, and then that was as far as they ever got. Now, they've actually procured funding to actually try again. But this time it will go into space. It's going to be several years, but...
Actually, I was asking. I said we haven't actually tested them in space.
You didn't say in space. You said we built them and tested them. You didn't say in space.
That's what I meant by test.
Well, you have to be more specific.
That's what I was asking. That's what I meant by test. I'm sorry. That's what I meant by test.
Ah, okay. Well, when I hear test, I don't think in space.
So the answer is no.
If you're talking about in space, but we have built them.
Yeah, that's not what I was talking about.
And used them on Earth. They work.
That's not what I was talking about.
They work really well. Anyways, so they've procured funding to build another one and send it to space. So why don't we build a Hermes type thing with nuclear engines instead of ion engines? I thought that was dumb. The only thing, like Scott Manley brought up in the video, is you're going to need a lot of radiation shielding, and you're going to have to basically make a nuclear shadow. Basically, a cone that stretches out from the back of the ship. So this is going to be huge. I mean, the Hermes was big in the book. So we build our own Hermes. And then we just use Starship to ferry people to and from the Hermes. And then we use Starship to ferry people to and from the surface of Mars. I don't know why we're putting people... I don't know why we're just using... Yep, they're just going to sit in a Starship for 9 months. Land on Mars. Walk around. Do their thing. And then come back. I will say a lot of people criticize Starship because it's following the footsteps of the shuttle, in which there's no escape plan. So currently on rockets, the capsule it can escape. It can escape the first stage and the second stage and just and fly off and get away. Same with the Apollo program. Starship, there is no capsule. It's the whole thing. The second stage is the whole thing. So I was like trying to think of a way to integrate a capsule into Starship. I was like, this isn't gonna work. But anyways, no. I think sending people to space sending people to Mars in a starship is a little ridiculous. Like, why are we not? Let's build a Hermes type thing. Let's get some artificial gravity going. What's the triplet acceleration, and then we can use Starship as a docking mechanism. Because it'll have all the fuel it needs on board. We'll use nuclear fusion. We'll use nuclear fission. Sorry, to actually we can use it to power the ship. Don't need solar panels. And the rocket itself. So I think you could. I think in the model you can. The problem is they're hard to turn back on. So I always wonder, like, if you keep like a base amount going, if you can power the ship with it. I'm sure you could figure out a way. Might make it easier. But yeah, there you go. That's what they should do. That's what I want to see NASA do. That's what SpaceX should be. If they want to send people to Mars themselves, that's what they should be investing in and looking into. But who knows? Who knows? I'm not an engineer. I don't work for SpaceX. I don't work for NASA. I don't know things about things. I just make statements on the internet, and people go, "Ah, you made statement on the internet. Oh, good, good, good." Or bad, bad, bad. Mostly bad, bad, bad. Lots of bad, bad, bad. What do you think?
Huh?
You weren't paying attention, were you?
No.
Oh, well, I think that says it. I think we'll end the podcast here. Okay. I think there was enough of a second segment. Anyways,
You don't have another segment?
Were you not paying attention the entire fucking time?
Most of the time.
When I was talking about the Hermes and how to power the Hermes and build our own type of Hermes.
Yeah, I was listening to that.
Okay, that was the second segment.
That's it?
Usually you provide input, but you were dead silent, so that's it.
Oh.
Unless you have some input.
Oh. Some input?
Do you have input?
Maybe.
Well, speak now or forever hold your peace.
I don't know, I can think on it. Give me a minute.
2 minutes of dead air? I can't do that.
No. Give a third mini segment.
On what?
Whatever you want.
No, I have things to do. I have to keep getting shorts uploaded.
Oh.
I have a shit ton of work to get done this week and not a lot of time to do it.
Like what?
Getting the podcasts uploaded, getting shorts uploaded, going to the dealership, mowing my grandmother's goddamn lawn. I tried to get out.
Wait, you have to go back to the dealership? Is that for the display?
No, no. The display's fine. It worked the next day.
Oh.
The battery died, by the way.
Battery died?
Yeah, it was dead. It died last week.
Oh.
Yeah. Just dead.
Is that part of the plan, or is that...
I took it back to the dealership and said, put a new battery in it, and they did, for free. I was like, what the hell is that?
Really? Oh. That was nice of them.
Yeah. And putting the battery in an edge is not easy. It's in a very... Yeah, it's in a very stupid pot. You have to take the air intake out to get the battery out.
Is it easy to jump? Is it like...
No!
Like if you ever needed to jump start your car, how would you do that?
Oh, I already have had to jump start it twice.
How did you manage? Was it not easy to get to the terminal?
The negative terminal was a bitch to grab.
Well, the ground is just supposed to connect to the negative terminal. You're supposed to just connect to the positive, and then any piece of metal.
Oh.
Because if you connect to both, you can risk arcing, and it emits hydrogen gas, and boom.
Well, oh well.
You're not supposed to connect it to both, because technically the negative terminal is connected to chassis ground, and so connecting it to any part of the chassis connects it to ground.
Well, I don't have long enough cables for that, so...
What do you mean? As long as you connect it to positive, you can just connect it to any part of the chassis of the car.
You need bare metal. There's no bare metal in the engine compartment anywhere, easily to grab with the negative terminal, because I don't have a lot of negative terminal because I'm using my jump starter.
I kind of want to see your car. I find it hard to believe you don't have any spot to grab.
What doesn't really matter. It worked. I don't care.
It doesn't matter what you grab, anything.
Well, you need bare metal, so.
I find it hard to believe you don't have one little spot, though.
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I was more concerned because the negative terminal is at the very fucking. It's underneath. I don't want to explain this on the podcast. The podcast is done. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. New podcasts. No podcast next week, and whenever after that. Good night.